Greetings comic book fans and welcome to my comic book catch up. I'm Jason and today I will be catching up with the latest issues of Black Science. Yep, issues 7, 8 and 9 will be reviewed today. This video will contain spoilers from the first 6 issues. I will talk a lot about those issues. So yeah, if you haven't read them, maybe you might want to think about that, but I will not be spoiling anything that happens in these issues. So first up, Black Science. What is it? It's a book from Image Comic, written by Rick Remender, with art by Matteo Scalera and colours by Dean White. It follows a character called Grant McKay, who has built this device that allows him to travel to different Earths, to different realities. That, you know, he's able to travel what he calls the Eververse, and see all the different kind of way evolution has gone different ways, and all the things that you can learn scientifically. And not everybody thinks that this device is a good idea, and the device gets sabotaged, and Grant and his crew, they end up on this planet, but now they're going to keep jumping to different planets, and they've kind of got to stay alive, stay together, so that they can jump to the next planet and hopefully eventually get home. We find out as the series goes on that it was in fact a guy called Kadir who had sabotaged it, that he had his reasons for sabotaging it, but once he learned that Grant was taking his kids on this journey with him, he tried to stop it, and that's how come he ended up being taken on the journey as well. The first 6 issues, you've got a lot of tension between different members. By the end of the 6 issues, it comes out about Kadir, and he and Grant have a fight. During the fight, Grant gets killed. Kadir does not kill him though. Kadir is in fact the one who's in peril, and Grant saves him and ends up costing his own life. As he dies, he makes Kadir promise that he will make sure that Grant's kids get back home to their mother. So in the aftermath of all that craziness, issue 7 kicks off with Rebecca. Oh God, I can't remember the one character's name, but basically Grant's kids, his mistress and his assistant, and they are being captured by these kind of reptiles that basically just like eating everything. Anything that moves, they'll eat it, and they're kind of debating should they eat it as is or should they cook it first. And it's looking very grim for our main characters until Kadir shows up. Can he save the day? Can he live up to his promise? And we have a great, throughout the book, we have a great inner monologue as Kadir is kind of talking about, and we're getting to learn a little more about his past and about what promises mean to him, and it's a really nice insight into the character, and I really like what Remender does here, because by giving us a little bit more knowledge, a bit more information on the character, it changes our perspective and takes this character who formerly didn't seem to have any redeeming qualities to now potentially being the hero of this book. And so I really like that bit of writing skill there. It was also like this issue was all action, so there's no kind of downtime at all. They're just always in peril from the start of the issue to the end. The art, once again, by Matteo Scalera, and the colours are brilliant. I do absolutely love the art in here. Every issue is just so consistent. Every single issue, so consistent. But yeah, this was a really strong issue. When I put it down, I wanted the next issue immediately. The fantastic cliffhanger in here that just again makes you, convinces you that Remender will do anything in this book, and you don't know who is safe. So yeah, really great book, really great sci-fi, and I'd give issue 7 5 stars out of 5. So moving right along to issue number 8, and for me this was the high point of the series, the strongest issue today. It was just perfection. The art and the colours, as always, are just first class. But not only that, we get to find out our cliffhanger, what happened to those characters. Did they die? Did they survive? What's happened to them? We also, the team get a bit of downtime, so they're able to deal and process the events of the last few issues, and it's really cool seeing Kadir have to, like, the others kind of don't believe that Grant died naturally, saving Kadir. They think Kadir's killed Grant, so he's got to deal with that, and so that was really good. We get to find out a little bit more about the shaman and about his world. One of my gripes going back to the first volume was that we didn't find enough about the planets, some of the planets they were on, and that was one of the things I think they really rectified here with the shaman, finding out a lot more of his world. And we also, for the first time, got a character use the phrase black science, so that was really cool as well. There's just so much great stuff in this issue. It's just jam packed. Like, look there, the art once again is superb. And we catch up with all our characters, which is really cool. But yeah, this was just, for me, this was just a dose of perfection. Absolutely loved this. The story's just constantly been pushed. We get some nice twists, some nice turns. We get to find out a lot more information. Yeah, this was just everything a comic book should be, and I give Black Science issue number 8 a definite 5 stars out of 5. So finally we move on to issue number 9, and this was a bit of a step down. The first half of the story, we learn a little bit more about Rebecca. We get to see our characters who have been cut off from the main group. We get to see what's happening to them, which doesn't look like anything good's happening to them. And then we get this bizarre white page, you know, where 2 pages just go white like that. And then we join this car chase, and by the end of the issue we find out a little bit about that, and it's a really nice twist. But it did kind of, I did find it initially a bit jarring and a bit confusing, but sticking with it to the end, it definitely provided an interesting twist, and I'm curious to see where that's going to go. Before I either like overjoyed or outraged, I kind of want to wait and see where this goes before I really comment on what's happening here. But yeah, this series just continues to be really good. Even though this issue isn't as strong, I feel, as the last 2 issues, it's still a really fine book. We learn a lot more about Rebecca, and that was really interesting, and I'm hoping we're going to learn even more as we go on. And I like how each issue, this arc, is kind of concentrating on one of the characters, and giving us a little more information on them, and I think that's really cool. And once again, it goes without saying, the art and the colours in this one are just superb once again. They're just so darn consistent every single issue. Every single issue, so consistent art wise. I think probably the best art team today, because every issue is gorgeous. So yeah, like I say, not as strong I think as previous issues, but still a really good installment, and I'd give Black Science issue number 9 4 stars out of 5. So I hope you enjoyed that look at Black Science issues 7, 8 and 9. It will now be on my pull list, so that will be my regular reviews now. The reason I was going to go over to trade, I bought the first 6 issues single issues, but I was going to go over to picking it up in trade. But then I had a weak moment and I picked it up, and I was like, that was it. That was all it took, and I'm back on it now, and I've re-added it to my pull list, so that should be coming back up. Please, if you've enjoyed this video, give me those beautiful thumbs up. Let me know you like what I'm doing. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch my video. I hope you enjoyed it. I've been Jason. This has been Comic Book Catch Up. Bye for now.